Sham Masechta Maisis. Nachov Beis Amud Aleph. Nishmas Kiddush Basavram Hashem Yitzchak Hashem Avraham Yitzchak Rivka Mid Bas Chesed Yishlema Haya Avram Ben Rivka Feiga Kul Shlema. Tony. 5 lines from the bottom. Tony. Kulan shenechnasu misade le'ir nitfilu. Take the payers from a sada to an ear, the nitfilu. It is table. Why? Because the ear is keveya and it's vet table. So nachnu gefragt, what's the shayach table? What's the table? Huh? Nikva, yeah. Then I create some mice, but says table, what's the table? You can find the table. Masnitli the Rabbi, das geht like the Rabbi, the Tony heavy tainim in asoda, brings the tainim in asoda la'ochlam b'chatzeiroi, she'enim mishtameres, a chotze is only keveya b'chotze mishtameres. Lo yishonu, omed beit, lo yishonu el b'shoigig, harei, lo yomu el shokach b'shoigig, v'chnisan lebeisai, the oz.
Why by shokach can you eat?
No, shokach, inside you can't.
Because then it would be a bad
Because in the house where I saw it, that's a kavius. In the house where I saw it's a
you want to eat
kavius.
it now it's a
That's a kavius. I was not in because that has then shloi nigma malachta. Now, lo yomru el shoigig, harei lo yomru el shokach b'shoigig, say shokach. He brought it into the house, that's without the das. He did it b'shoigig, v'chnisnu lebeisai, the oz ain't kavas. So, then it's not kaveya. Hobim mezid, loi v'oseh. High Bryce the Leo. What says he brought him in Mezid, what says Shokar? B'mezid. In other words, it's like this. He's saying, B'shoigig, you brought it into the house, you didn't know you bring it into the house. The ganze Chnisa, Teicha Bayis, you're going B'shoigig. In other words, he wasn't concentrating, he didn't have mind to bring it into the house. And because he didn't want to bring it to the house, and it was like Nigma Menachta, it's not the Kaveya. But if you brought it in B'mezid, and he didn't have in mind to be kaveya of mezid shokach. Say shokach. He doesn't know that he's bringing it to the house, but he's doing this mice that he's doing is not a shoygig. This is a mice b'mezid, but still he calls it a shokach. What is a shokach? It's a shokach in the bayis, but he's doing it. It's a little hard to define this.
Maybe it means that it's b'mezid, but you plan to take him right back out of the house. If it's shachach, b'shoigig, then you went into the house, so that's that you didn't bring it in. But if you plan to bring it in, even though it's not here, you plan to take it right back out. But maybe that's what makes it.
Okay.
It's not shachach. It's not shachach. Shachach means I'm a little shoigig. It's definitely shachach.
Sit in the grain.
Oh, that's good. Let's see the rest. Really,
It's the same kind of shit.
what?
Grain was bothered how you can kind of all tired. How do you know going to become shit? Yeah, it's nice. Either sure going to leave, either you're going to forget. Stay bothered.
Lo shchokti. Das sagt Sachen, jeder vergessen. Der Ebische Mensch talks about in the Schuhe, no? Der Ebische gemacht hat einen Brief in Shikra. Ist da Wähle, ist da vergessen. Nicht jeder darf mir gedenken. Lo shchokti, dann darf ich auch vergessen.
What's the vote? The bias is a mice mechiach in kvius. That's the pshat.
Dat steht dort. The bias is keveya. The bias is keveya. And it's keveya of the chef tzorichet. Do betoicha bias tomenish essen. If you bring it in b'shoigig, you bring it in b'shikcha, bringt dann ein Kind, bringt dann ein Kuh, bringt dann ein. In the bias is nikva. It's not nikva. It's not nikva in the gavra. Eat it in the house. Heisa chilus kva. In the house heisa chilus kva. If you take it out, it wasn't nikva in the chefze, but it's not a zach which is nikva. It's like nigma melachta. Because it's not nigma melachta, so betzim you can take it out. Once you bring it in, bedas is nikva a ma'aser gomer on the Michael, that doesn't help to bring it out. But if you bring it in b'shikha, toich habayis the achila is considered a achilas kva. in the house. Outside, inside the house, but you can still take it out. If you brought it in bedas, then in the Meichel itself, Vetis HaMeichel was Nigma Malachtoi, and then was the kid doesn't have to take it out. So that's the lomness from the Zach. I'm saying that I fooled it. וכולם שנתנו מהסוד ליה, שהביא יוסף מהסוד ליה, נטפלו, והסורן, מפורש בתספתא, שאין עושה להחזר המויסה, וזהו גוינון. Goyinon is the pshat demonstrates that chiyuv and tevel, because by goyin. So once you bring it to the house, because it's learning malachta, it shouldn't be tevel. There should be no chiyuv tevel. But those say you bring it to the house, is a hesis like ma malacha, and made is ready for tevel, and you can't eat it inside the house without taking off the ma'isa. Rabbi, like the Masisa told him, ma b'teinu b'chatzei likso is mashma ho loy likso is chayiv. The only reason why we say there was Mav Mechatzeda to the bias is because he put it out to dry it out. But if not for that, it's Chayiv, that's Rebbe. Could the Masih be somewhere, but Chotze Shein Mishtameres, Shein Chotze Keveya, El Chotze Bayis Shmira, Dumni the bias. A bias says, a Chotze, when is a Chotze Keveya? If it has Shmira, doesn't have Shmira, it's not Keveya. Oh, Shechnis HaTanoikis, Sheloi Midaitoi. Oh, this is Midaitoi. That's what? That if the kids bring it in, so the Tanoikis, they don't have Das, but if he knows about it, not the pshat is the snishka shlichus, right? If he knows that they're bringing it in, so mele haste is nikra, and then you can't take it out anymore. The bias is yokebeya. If it was done bidaitoi, they brought it in midas. What's the pshat? Vibaldi's payers are coming in shloi midaitoi. That's not kebeya on the payers that the payers are hasten nikra malachta. Because the bias is going with the malachta if they came in midas, but come in shloi midas balabayis, that must is garnish. That must not give it, but now you're inside. Outside you can take it. So those look to do the tanoikus. If you brought it in b'mezid, that must is kaveya, and you can't take it out. Okay. Zug der Asirula.
Nicht Pilometers Pachiv Meisches, das war
Wann weißt du? Dann der Asirula. 1 minute. How do you know? Maybe this will make a table. Pash is a table. Allemal bis ahead, allemal the lesson in the Gemara is nitful also bachila ya so bachila is a chiv from name meister. You have to be kaved meister. You know it also to you take the meister. Mit amol kim the Gemara nitful.
What's the pshat?
The pshat is that Lo state that something which learning will after there's no table yet. About the table inside, but you don't have a chiv from meister until the nigma melachle. Lo state that the toich habayis so that nigma the zach is chai betable. That's chai b'tevel. It says tevel. If you eat it, you have an issa for tevel. It does 2 things. One, chai you take off to Mr. Meisen, and second, there's an issa for tevel. It's the Shemayim. It's going to spielachul. Okay, zog der Asirula. Kulan on the left side, 4 or 5 lines on the top. Kulan shenechnas. So loy miboy. It says kulan. This is what kulan. What's meant by kulan? Loy miboy pe'alim. Ubal habayis, they're the ones that bring it into the house. I feel the born of ibnei beisoy. The yesh lehem das, they have a das. Nechtes or misoder lechotze. If it went from misoder lechotze, hamish tameres comes into chotze hamish tameres. Betainim the lablix is einer moichlin ubachnisoy shtayim or yoyse meid. So then we say nitvel uvenim aziran. So noch einmal, was wer da reingebracht? That the Payalim bring it in, his Payalim, or the Balabais. I feel the bond of Bnei Beis. Doesn't say here Kulam Shenachtas, so doesn't say who brought it in. Zoktedo, I feel the bond of Bnei Beis. The Yesh Lehem Das, anybody, whatever would be a stranger brings it in. The Balzain does, but a couple of a stranger brings it in a minute we'll see. But he's saying over here, bond of Bnei Beis. But anybody who brings it in, and he doesn't say here that it's B'das Balabais. They have the das. The Poel does the das balabais. I feel the bottom of Bnei Beis was the Yeshlehem das and Nechtel Sod Lechot. What they have he was masking, but the Noikas looked at the Pnei Moshe, the Noikas Shalom Midaita looked at the Mafula. Yeah, they brought it in without his das, so that's why it's not nikva. If they bring it in with his das, it's yokave. Yet comes again the Rash Shirila. And it's like, I feel, Kulam gate, what's this to Kulam? It's a Shua Shpach. What's this Kulam? Who Yimab over here? Yimab over here, Bonam Bnei Beisli. Bonam Bnei Beisli, Nishka Ketanim, right? It's Nishka Ketanim, and they bring it in, So the Baal, they have das, and he doesn't say it has to be das balabais. He says if a stranger, the kinder, it doesn't say what. Anybody brings it in, they have das, and they bring it in, is the snikva. So this Rashi. Okay, b'chotzer deinu mishtames, lo cover. It's not kibet. Tinoikis ain't lehem das. So they didn't have das. But bonav b'nei beis ham das. Even though it's shloimi daita, it doesn't say that they had das the balabais, like the Rafullah says. He says that even if it was rad midaita, he doesn't even know about it. B'bal zeham das, it is nikva. So bal zeh narambam in a minute. Homezid, imi das, the bekavonav nisim b'chotzer. Who has the das? Anybody has das. They did it b'mezid. Then the whole Mishnah, the whole Braisa is Negeya. But what about Shoigi? Lo Yomru El Shoigi. Harei Lo Yomru. No, say the rest of it. Osir Kamashon Lo and the Lo Tema. Hamezid Osir. Look at Ashirila. Anamad Beizir. Chabezim. Osir Kamashon Lo and the Tema. Kivin the Shemina Mesis in the bottom of the Beisai. Lo Chashiv Chotzir Didu. V'Lav Tivla. The Bona B'nei Beis, they don't have it in Chotzer. Hocha, afilu b'chnisa, the daita shiyu minocham shom, lachlam, loy tivluhu, the chashiva k'moy hoyoshim b'shah, that's only in the shah, not the din of the bayis, and it's only in Nikva when he comes, the Balabais comes, kamash malon, the gabe achnos is bailing gemurim chashiva, v'tivle nami legabayu v'yosem. Bayis says, Bona B'nei Beis, they have a din, Anders we are stranger, not a stranger. If they bring it in and they do it b'mezid, bet is tivla. K'mo yoshim b'shah, k'mashon l'gabay achnos b'ayim gemur chashiva v'tivla nam l'gabay v'ose. Afilu nimnach v'ezil l'makayim. Afilu ochel b'gag is chayv l'asa. That's the din of the Bona B'nei Beis. Look at the goyin. Let me say the goyin though. Anam Aleph. Tony. On the right side, Amasis Nitoni Amoisi Pal Soda Bisman Sheena Mizainis Achim Puturim. Yeah, there's no Mizainis Achim that could eat the Puturim. And Chnisim Misoda Liir Nitfulu with Ta'ama, but the Sefta the Ava Kaviyas Shayazar Amoisi. It's a Kaviyas, and you can't bring back the outside, the rest of the outside, because the ear is Kaviyas. Sab Beis, Sab Yad Beis on the left side. Kulun shenechnasu, next to the last line, nitfulu, pirish, the koyal masnisen. The Tanya moitzi pal v'soda, this man shein le'molu mizaynis, ha'chlim beturim. If there's no chiyuv mizaynis, there's no mekach. Allah, koyi, this way this price is going. Nochmal, av peyalim, which he doesn't have to pay to peyalim, so there's no mekach, it's not keveya. Im hichnis misoda li'ir, nitfulu. If they brought in misoda li'ir, that was better steba. Masnisen did Rabbi Yu. The mafash le kamon mikton basisin a ma betain b'chatzer liktzois mashma or sheloi liktzois elo lecha b'mokum pota is a chayv. Okay. So there's something I'm over here. Peg dal lochi yigim ma'aser. Maybe tainim min asad liyochlim b'chatzer. Have pturim min ma'aser. Okay, brings it into a chotzer, which is pturim and amaises. Because what? Because it's not mishtameres. It's not shokach with nisan to beisay. Shikha, that's the brayse. Muter lo yitzion ulecha behemare. Close. You're allowed to take it out. Lecha behemare, not kaviyas. And in the bayis in alarid, but he brings it in, and he brings it in to shikha. This is in shokach amaisa. Took the time for was shikha. Geen geniest naar de neukes, dokter. De Ram does bring the neukes, but does the din dokter begrijpen. Kolschkein im naflu me leim toch as a vater rein de gosse. Sheine keveya. Not keveya. There's no machshav. Avle modem godel nisan afil shloi midas balabayis mahanak nasas nikva. But sorgin. So the close. This is mamish what we said. Bnei beisai. If they bring it in, bishloi midaitoi. This is nikva because they have to ask to bring it in. It doesn't have to be. What?
They do it according to the balabais.
Okay, but the Chaim says no. It says shaloi midas balabais. They brought it in shaloi midas balabais. But
that he doesn't know, but could be they do it according to what he.
Kenzai. But he doesn't know about it. You're saying if he says I don't want it, then it could be right. He's a balabais. The mele could be not. But he's saying if somebody brings it in a godel, and he has das to bring it in, that is nikva. This says, a stranger could be kaveya your pace. Even though by Truma it says, atem loya toim shenish loy. Atem loya oris. Atem loya shutzvim. You can't give Truma, right? Gam atem l'rabish l'chacham. So when we said, we'll say gam atem was mean, the shliach is the enish loy. It's not yours. It's shetach enish loy. And then it says l'rabish shutzvim. Oh, so then the kamoised, the shliach better than the kamoised. But here, when you get to the kiviyas of the kivaya zayin of the ma'aseh, that the ma'aseh should be nigma, and it should be also to eat it. Shaloi without arai to eat shaloi arai. There's enough. A stranger can also do it. Even shaloi midaitin. Mutul atziyim v'lechem hem arai. The kivin the shokach. I'm sorry. Kivin shaloi bekavonach nisan. Eine kaveh v'davka lo atziyim. Aval oichem mehem b'soich achotze also them kain nichalei. Inside you can't eat because he said this says nichalei. Oh. Chaim v'shokach v'helen l'gag oichem mehem b'gag arai. And the guy you're allowed to eat it because that's alright. If you look at the b'rosh gagay, the shokach was nisla toy chotza chavela. So do the amoyed tumul here. What's the shot over here in the Rambam? If you look at the b'rosh gagay, the shokach was nisla the toy chotza chavela. This is what we're talking about. Somebody else brings it into chotza chavela. It says a stranger brings it in. Look, the Rambam nikvu is yokeveya v'lo yochel achiyasa. That's this thing. We just said that somebody has that. He brings it into the chotza. Rambam says it a little in a different way, but it's the same thing. Shokach b'chnisan and techatz chavera, that is nikva. That is nikva. Oh. It's not Ravid, it's Ravid. So Perik Dalet Halacha Yud Gimel. Auf dem Tisch dort, der zweite Telegramm auf hier. Once I had the exclusive Yitzchak Salvechi came to the house. So I bet not Rambam. So I gave him this Franco Rambam. No, but not Rambam. He wouldn't look at it.
It's Franco?
No, it's not.
No, it's not Franco. Sure. Maybe 10 minutes so. Look the name Ani. Avram. Ani lo mitzasi came with Toisvis, other b'chatzayvei. The Yocham Amai was in. The Yochat Shiaser, Nisan Techavei. The mitzasi came with the Sefter, other b'chatzayvei. The Yocham Hemarai. So we looked at Rambam do b'chatzayvei. זה הנוסחה הנראה בעיני דחוצה חוויה לא מקבס בשקך. So חוצה חוויה, why should be חוויה and shikha? Well, ain't it bias? Lina, זה כלל, זה עיקר ואוכי יסי בישם. בגימל בראש הפרק. Das der Reibe. Der Reibe ist so, was kommt Reibe חוצה חוויה. כוסה ורייbe wie nur ראש גגוי. אם aber אני לא מצאסי כן בתוספתא, ואמש הנוסחה בישם מכדיב הרייbe. That's our Reibe we have now. This in the Gemara. Was steht da, Chniesel und Beiser, Chniesel hat den Neukes, was meint er da? It's our Gisse. But Kulan, was steht da, Kulan, Chniesel und Chabayis, Kulan means everybody, even Bonov and Bnei Beiser, they bring it in, Shanoi Midaita, he doesn't know about it. That's how the Rav is learning. The Rav didn't have this Gisse. Oh, he's not learning that Kulan means goes on the Bonov Bnei Beiser. But the Kesef Mishnah is learning here, that Kulan means, like he says, the Rashi, the Kulan means not only him, somebody else also. Not only Pe'alim, not only the people who work for him, but a stranger brings it in. And he has a das. The Tanoikas doesn't have a das. It's Masirin L'Mekayim L'Oichel, because they're Tanoikas. Ma'ashen a stranger brings it in, this is Kaveya. Doesn't have to be you. Anybody that brings it in is Kaveya. The Raiva says, no, it doesn't say a stranger. And the Rambam says, Chotz Chaveya. Let's look at the Rambam. Oh. The Nidish who toy soifim, so the Mishnah sides with the Ravid over here, and he says that it's a toy soifim, b'loshen Rabbeinu, v'tzach lagia toy chatzedei b'mokon l'chotz chaveiroi. When it says here in the Ravid, in the Rambam, chotz chaveiroi, the ganze word is a mistake, and you have to put chatzedei, nicht chotz chaveiroi. The Arois name the ganze word, but he kukes kosev shagis Rabbeinu l'choyna, u'mashu k'sholad b'kim ne'ene bayis lina l'om l'yikwa, esh l'yochad shas koya balachotze. So Akapoim do Magdi will like to show him in was the din see a chotze chaveiroi is nikva ayidei odam achat inish. In other words, a stranger comes in and brings you into your chotze, and he has das, and you don't have das kenegdo. It is kaveya tzinish. So it says, what's kaveya? The chotze alein is kaveya, or the bayis is kaveya. Doesn't have to have the das bala bayis to bring it in. The fact that you brought it into a place vidoten is nigma. Well, it doesn't bring it into the house. Things that are in the middle of the work, you leave it in the warehouse, you leave it outside. But if you bring it into the bayis, so it says the bayis is kaveya. It doesn't have to be used. Anybody can bring it in. The driver goes, no. The bayis without the mensch is gunish. That's from the mensch, the bala bayis. Without the bala bayis is gunish. Now it's going to be sure.